everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crazy Bookish. Excuse me, Crazy Bookish Asians. All of a sudden, my throat got really dry. Talk about perfect timing. Anyways, I don't remember anymore what episode we're in. It must be the eighth or ninth. I guess
Eight or
when you're
nine. I
having
can't
fun,
remember. I know.
or in the words of my niece when she was 5 years old. Eight or nine, it's a commercial. Everything's gonna be okay. Some inside jokes. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah. I was like, I didn't get that.
anywho, so today we are reading. Ta-da! If you can read it, it's the Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. So this alien romance, if you can tell by the title, is about this girl who woke up and she realized she was abducted, and on her way, I guess abducted by with other girls, and on her way somewhere until the spaceship crashed, I guess, and landed on this planet. Um, who that turns out to be an ice planet, and there's all this like people or creatures who live there. Anyways, and then of course the barbarian, as part of the title, is the hero of the story, and that's who the heroine met by the name of, I guess her name is Georgie, and then I guess the hero's name is Vecto. Do I have to describe the book? But I think that captures the synopsis. Anyways, so yes, so without further ado, we'll start going on the round table. FYI, guys, we talk about spoilers. So if you haven't read this for our a handful of subscribers, or you happen to come across this, when we talk about these books, we talk about spoilers. So I hope you read it, and we hope you enjoy our views on it. You may or may not agree with it. These are our thoughts, and we don't mean to offend anyone out there if we say anything offensive. It's just us for having fun. But before I start turning around, I guess we'll do an intro. So I guess I'm Elle, if I didn't say that earlier. And it's my turn. So I'm the one who picked the book for this month. And yeah, and I will turn it over now to the rest.
Okay. I'm Lainey. I'm one of the crazy bookish Asians.
I'm Lisa. I'm also one of the crazy bookish Asians,
And
and I'm
I'm
I'm I'm related by marriage.
all right, and I'm Emmy. And in honor of tonight's book, I'm drinking a blue drink, which is just a yes,
Was that
it's
I
just
Kool-Aid?
couldn't
Are you
find
drinking?
yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
just a
find one.
Gatorade. It's a Gatorade
Oh,
Cool Blue.
I
Oh,
couldn't
you
find
started drinking
one.
alcohol?
No, no
I was
alcohol
gonna get
tonight.
one too. No,
Well, I'm
Oh,
drinking
darn, no
alcohol.
alcohol.
don't be
Emmy's
mad. We
drinking
talked about it
non-alcoholic
yesterday.
drink.
Don't be mad. We talked about it yesterday to
Oh my
drink
God.
something blue. That's it. That's all.
Okay, okay. That's okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking
All
about the
right.
book. I'm
No,
like,
no, 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 no,
what?
no,
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 we were
no.
just talking about drinking something blue. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, that's actually pretty cool touch, Emmy. But I guess
Mm.
I guess it won't be maybe. Well, I guess we will see what Emmy is with like without alcohol this time.
Yes, yeah.
She's the hardest. She's the hardest critic amongst all of
No,
will
no,
there
that's
be
us.
not true. That's not true.
will there be rage or no rage today?
Yeah, yeah. And then I guess with Lainey's drink, I guess Lainey and Emmy are ready. I guess they're
I just
prepared.
have water. I only have water today.
Yeah.
I was
I've been on a sorry, go ahead.
no, no. I
No, I
was
was gonna
gonna
say
say
I've
I was
been on
gonna
a
get an
slow burn
alcohol.
today.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I started drinking mimosas for brunch, so I'm just continuing the party.
Oh, so maybe it'll be Lainey today
Yeah.
with the alcohol. I guess we'll find out. All right. Okay, I think we talked about kind of like the sort of synopsis of the book. I know this book has um I think, what did you say, Emmy, has got a lot of like buzz around TikTok or book talk.
Right.
Funny enough, I'm not on TikTok, but I'm around the book universe or the ROM, Twitter com, I guess, or ROM, and the Twitter ROM. It's also like, there's quite a buzz about it. And I think if if I'm not mistaken, she's probably one of the first few alien romance that really kind of, you know, got the most buzz. I must say, it's not my first alien romance. Um, I know. I don't think I'll ever get to say those words outside of this. Like,
Oh well, it's gonna be on YouTube, so it's not really
I
a
know, right?
secret.
Not anymore, right? Yeah, I mean, it's been on my radar for a long time, but for some reason, I ended up other reading other like alien romance. So, anyways, all right. What did we think of the book? I'll just go. Why do I do this? I'll go clockwise on what's on my screen, and I guess that will be you, Emmy.
Oh
You can
my
start
gosh,
first.
it's me. Okay. All right. Okay, so I will start off with okay, so spoiler, I love this book. So I'm actually yes,
Shocker!
yes, I know. I'm actually only so I'm gonna start off with a con because there's only one con that I'm actually gonna talk about, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the first chapter. Honestly,
Mm,
I had no idea. At first I thought I'm like, oh my god, this is not only is this an alien romance, it's also a dark romance. Because I thought that first chapter, honestly,
mm.
it was well, you
Right.
know the scene I was talking about, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
When that new
Dominique?
yeah. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
was even complaining to my husband. I was like, there's no way that my first
My poor brother.
alien romance would be a dark romance. I thought that scene was pretty harsh, and I was just like, no, like I couldn't I had a hard time reading it. I actually had to put down the book. But
Yeah.
then as soon as that chapter was done, and they landed on the Knot Hoth, right? They call that the Ice Planet Knot Hoth. I was like, here we go. So I was like, okay, so how is it gonna happen? Oh my god, because I've said before, I love insta lust, and I love romance that doesn't take itself seriously, right? Like, you
Yeah.
know, it is what it is. It's a romance book with steamy scenes, and that's what I got. So I was like Vectra. Was that his name? Vectol?
Vectal.
Vectol.
Vectal.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was like, oh my
Vectal.
god. So
Yes.
Recto.
I actually have a lot of stuff that I love. Okay, first of all, the two leads, Georgie and Vectol.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, I thought their characters were so well done in terms of the development. Like we saw right away that Georgie was, even though she was a bit annoying at first, you can tell she's tough, and she remained consistent all throughout. Oh my gosh, like when she came out in the snow and trying to save the girls, I was like, oh my gosh. And then when Vector came in, and I know a lot of people were like, oh, like first scene, he did that to her. He went there and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but that's what I want
Yeah.
in a romance, right? Like, I don't want all that angst and everything. So I was like, I was really happy. And the TV scenes were good. And what else? And the whole concept of kui, and the whole
Yes.
mating thing and the
Cooey.
resonance.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yes.
why I really like paranormal romance, and uh, not contemporary. If I'm reading something like this, because the concept of mate, which I think I ended up falling in love with, not only just with Twilight, but reading Sarah J. Maas. Right, she's really into that whole mating thing,
Mhm.
and I really love that because I'm like, oh my god, they do anything for each other. It was just so romantic. I really love that part. And I thought the whole concept was very original, because it was my first alien romance. Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say. And then I also like the minor characters, like the friends of Georgie, uh, Kira, and Liz. And then I like Vectol's men, because they're all like 7 feet tall, and and I like, okay, I know this is like really detailed, but not
What
only
is that noise?
not only do they have their thingy, but they have that the spur. That spur. I was like, oh my
You're like
gosh.
giggling.
I
I
love
know it's
that.
very convenient.
Oh my god. The first time I read about it, I was like, oh my god. I was like giggling so much. Garnet was like, "What the heck are you doing?" Because I was under the blanket. I was like, I was just, I'm like, "Oh, I'm
I
reading
was like,
Ice
what the
Planet
heck?
Emmy.
Barbarian." And then what else? Oh,
Oh my
and
god.
that's why I can tell right away I love this book, because usually when they have a lot of info dump, I'm like, this is so dumb. But the way they did the info dump on, how they had that ship from the motherland, wherever Vectis
Yeah, yeah,
people came
yeah,
from,
yeah.
and
The
Yeah.
how,
Oh,
Vectis.
right,
and yeah, and
right,
how they
right.
were able
Yes,
to
yes,
just
yeah.
download the language. I'm like, usually I would think that's stupid,
Yes.
but I really like that concept because
Yes.
it made them understand each other, and you were able to like know the history of the planet, without without too much of like a backstory. They just did it in
Right.
that one chapter. So, and this book actually reminded me a lot of the Black Dagger Brotherhood book by J.R. Ward,
Oh,
in terms of
the B.
in
Yeah,
terms of how
yeah,
I love it, because it's like with the mating thing, and yeah, the whole insta. I'm a huge fan of that. So I think,
yeah.
yeah, so you know how much I love this book. I already read the second book.
Oh, oh my God.
I
Oh,
read it
spoiler.
already.
Oh, I, oh, okay. Funny enough, I also
Oh
started
my god.
reading.
So it literally took me it just took I started midnight last night. I finished at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It was so
Oh my
okay.
God.
And
Wow.
that one I also, even though the girl here, it's Liz's story, and
Yeah,
Rahash,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rahash
yeah.
makes it so
Rahosh, yeah.
worth it. Like, if you think Vectol is amazing,
Okay. Yes, yeah.
Rahash. Oh my gosh. So now I'm gonna do the whole series. I'm totally gonna read it. So yes, I
Well,
love the
I
book.
know. Fu- Funny you say that, Emmy, and I know we still have to hear from Lainey and Lisa. I did hear people who started reading this series and love it. They said this series is like crack.
It is,
Like,
like, literally one
Okay,
sitting,
okay.
and now it's Akira is the third book, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So okay, that's it. That's it.
Awesome.
So thank you. Yes, I love the book. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, for the first time, we actually said if we offended people, we're not meant to, apologies in advance. But I think it's safe to say with this book, it's like,
The spur,
so.
baby. Yo, that spur. I swear. Okay, sorry. Maybe it's too much, but I just thought that was so. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Now you've heard from Emmy. Now we're gonna hear from Lainey.
Who?
From you, Lainey.
Oh, me?
Lainey.
I also love this book. So it's my first alien romance. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm interested to know. You're right. But I do like the fact that because you're hearing it from the girl's perspective, so everything is explained as a layman's term. There's no like technical terms for anything, which makes it easy to understand because you're just kind of hearing it from their experience. Their references are like pop culture pretty much for like science fiction, so you kind of know exactly what they're talking about, which I loved about it. But you're right, the first scene was kind of harsh, but I did read the at the beginning she had a little
Yes, yeah, I saw.
disclaimer.
Triggers, yeah, for the
Yeah,
So
kids.
yeah,
so I
yeah,
already
yeah,
kind of expected it. So I'm glad she actually had it because I think I would have been more shocked if I didn't read it.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so it's pretty much okay, I like alpha romance and I think this is pretty much what it is, right? Like alpha male alien with a spur. So which there are some parts I'm like I feel kind of wrong. I'm getting turned on. I mean, he has a tail, but it's like
Oh, and then that scene when she subconsciously was touching that tail.
I just like, oh, I think I just gave him a human handy. Like, no, it's just like, yeah, but you're right. But I think I accepted it more. Like the first, I guess, the spoiler of like him doing stuff to her, like her while her sleeping. But it's like, it's okay. He's an alien. He doesn't know what he's
He's a
doing.
barbarian to boot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. He's
there's
a
no like
barbarian.
human
Hmm.
references to like
Hmm.
what's right or wrong. So I'm like, okay, I can kind of dig it. I think I'm okay with that. But you're right. I think the side characters made it. It was just so fun. It was like if I wanted alien erotica. I got alien erotica. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's hot. There was enough spicy scenes like throughout, like kind of dispersed throughout. And they kind of change a bit. So they're hot. Like each scene is hot. And the characters, you're right, they're likable. There's no background stories on like Georgie, but it's fine. It started off right away. Like you don't need
Yes.
a
Yeah.
Yeah.
background story. It's pretty much them
Yeah.
acclimating to this ice planet, anyways.
Yeah.
And what else? Okay, so the whole time, so when we were growing up, I was obsessed with Gargoyles, the cartoon. I was in love.
Oh my God, I can attest to that.
I don't
So
remember
I was
that.
in love with the gargoyle. Oh my
There's a
god! Okay,
show?
I will
the
show you.
the the, the main
The
the
Disney,
cartoons is the main lead, and then
yeah,
the human
and the
female,
human
right?
female, Elisa, Elisa, I think,
Oh, it's a
and
cartoon? It's a cartoon?
Goliath. Yes,
Yes, you don't remember
Goliath.
Emmy?
He's a gargoyle. He's like a gargoyle that turns like becomes alive at night.
Does
So
he turn
Yeah.
into a
kind
human?
of, and he's
He turns into a
bluish.
human? Oh, okay.
No, he's a no. He
No, he
turns to
doesn't.
he just
No.
becomes alive. He's still a gargoyle. So
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of
All right.
Bechtel's. So I was like,
Oh
I was,
no, I can see that, lady. Totally.
I, but I had a crush on Goliath when I was growing. I was like, oh my god, this is so Goliath. My childhood dreams are coming true.
God.
So yeah, so I mean, I bought the whole thing. They made them different enough, yet the same that you're not like so like, ooh, how are you gonna do it? There's still kind of like human features, right? That you sort of like
Yeah.
you can tell what it is, but then but the characters are developed, like even like But I did okay when I did. They gave like Bechtel's like POV. I was like, oh, I don't know. For some reason, I didn't think they would. It made sense that they would give it though, right? Like, but I was like shocked, and there
well,
was a lot
yeah.
of comedy
Yes, yeah.
too. But there was a scene when
Yeah.
they met the girls, like when he went back to the cave to get the other, what do you call them, Sakui, and then they came back to the girls, and then one of them started resonating, like who's
Yeah.
resonating? Like,
Oh, and Georgie telling them, stop it. Like,
that was
whoever
so
they're gonna
good.
stop it.
I was laughing because I was like, who's resonating? And
No
nobody
one's saying
That's true.
anything.
It's like, you know how when men turn to boys in like certain
Yes.
Can I give you
situations, they're
guys
like,
spoilers? Okay, no, no, no. Okay. From because
I
that was
yes, I think
Rahash.
we
That was
could.
Rahash, right? Yeah. So they
Oh, with
say
Liz, yeah, yeah,
surprise,
yeah.
surprise.
so cute.
So
Oh, it
I
was
okay,
Yeah,
him.
it was him
yeah, it was
with
him.
Liz. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
So okay, I like Emmy. I read the second book and I've read all the
Oh,
honeymoon
I haven't read that one
books.
yet.
God. So needless to say, I am obsessed with the book. I can see the appeal. I can see why it kind of took off. I mean, it's not new anymore. What is it? It's like a few years
No.
old, like 8 years old.
So it started
2015.
Yeah,
trending. It started trending
2015.
on Book Talk during the pandemic, and so it was funny. I read somewhere that
Oh,
I think one time Ruby Dixon, the author, just was surprised. I think someone was emailing her all of a sudden, and then she like all the I guess I don't not residuals, but you know what I'm saying. Like the money started coming in, and she's like,
Yes.
"What's happening?" Because it
Yeah.
yeah, she wrote it a long time ago, and then suddenly, and then she realized it got big
Yeah.
on Book Talk. Yeah.
well, that's the
And
thing
and
with social
funny.
media.
And that's the thing. Funny you say that, Emmy. Like, I mean, I guess it's one of those things that, like, book talk has a positive
Yes.
impact because, like, in the romance universe, that has been kind of like the buzz for a while, but not to the volume that I think book talk
Yeah.
brought in, right? So
Wait, I'll
good
show
on
you
her.
guys a fan art. I thought this is so cool with Vecto. Can you see it?
Oh yeah,
That is
yes,
such a cool fan
Oh, that's
art.
a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. And
Yeah.
because her descriptions are pretty like concise, like it's
Yeah.
like you can actually
Yeah. Yeah.
see, like you can actually
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
picture the
horns threw me
character,
off a
Yes.
bit, and then the
Yeah.
with the brow, you know how it's like, the chest and there,
the
yeah, the ridges.
ridges.
But yeah, you do get
Yeah.
used to it after a while. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it
But
was
if you
the
think of the
tail for some
Avatar people,
reason.
if you think of
Yeah.
the Avatar people,
Now
right?
the Navi from
Like they have like
Pandora.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah,
just like a
yeah.
big
right?
version of them, I guess, like muscular versions. Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
I
right?
like the
Mhm.
Viking versions
Yeah.
of the Navi,
Yes, right?
barbarian versions. Yeah. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I liked it. It was good. A part of me is like, oh my god. By the end, when they when they're all trying to contemplate whether they're gonna take the worm or not.
Oh yeah.
But part of me is like,
Mm.
oh my god, is there a way that it's like they actually felt like, is there a way they're gonna get out of this planet? And then I'm like, no. And then I just realized I didn't realize there was all this series of books after. And then after I finished the book, I started looking. I'm like, oh my god, there's
25.
like
They have
20
25
of
books or
them.
something.
Yeah,
So
there's a
Well,
lot.
was
Yeah,
there
there's a lot.
25? Well, funny, I thought there was 19, and I'm thinking, oh my God, there's only six girls, right? And then I forgot the other ones that are in the pod, right? So
so
it's
there
like,
are
There's
there must
12.
be
12.
so many
There's
stories.
12.
12 main books, and I think they do like a half book in between.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
Like
Ah,
a honeymoon book or something, right? Or
yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know, something
oh,
like
Yes,
that.
okay,
but
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, I
So it is
finished them
about the
like
12 women.
it is, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So they
think
all
so,
get a
yeah.
turn. It feels like they all get a turn. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it
Okay.
was a good pick. L, I enjoyed it.
Woohoo! Anyways, it's funny as Emmy and Lainey, you're talking, like a lot more thoughts are popping in my head, and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, yeah, I have to make a comment about that. All right, thanks, lady. Over to
No
you,
problem.
Lisa.
Okay, so I didn't like love it like the other two, but I didn't hate it.
Boo!
No, but you know what though? I enjoyed it because I've read a lot of like paranormal alpha books, right?
Yeah.
In the MM genre, right? And also regular fantasy and all that, right? So I've read all
Yeah.
that. So yeah, the first chapter I have to agree with Emmy. It almost turned me off because I was like, what the heck is this, right? And I was sort of turned off by her because she's very descriptive, right? Her when she describes stuff, right? So I was a little bit
Right.
grossed out by some of the, when she was talking about the what the bathroom was, there was that pail, and so I was a little bit grossed
Right.
out by that. But once I got over that
Yes.
hump, once I got over the first chapter, I just sort of, just enjoy it because it was not angsty and it was insta love, which I enjoy, right? Sometimes I enjoy that. Not too insta, but it was like insta enough that it was like, okay, yeah, this is like a good, and it was well paced. And I really thought that she like was really good with her description, so I could actually picture
Right.
what do you say? How do you say his name again?
Bactal,
Vec,
yeah.
Vec,
Vectel?
Vectel.
Vectel. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could actually picture him. I couldn't. She didn't really describe Georgie, so I couldn't really picture her, but I could picture him very well, right? And all I pictured of her was this tiny little girl, because he's
Yeah,
so
with
big,
curly
right?
hair. They mentioned that curly hair. That's all for some reason all I remember.
And
Like,
she's
he has
like
I
dark
don't
curly
even
hair
hair,
on the
remember that.
right?
I
baby.
don't
Yeah.
even remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and then that she's from Florida. That's pretty much all I know about her, right? So, but yeah, it was like a lot of sex scenes. I did not expect that, but it was very good. It was like a lot of erotica. So, my alien erotica, you know,
Quota?
quota is like met, man. Like it's totally met, and
Spur,
and I have
spur,
no
spur.
curiosity about it anymore. I like totally know what's going on. But yeah, no, you know what? After I got over the first chapter, I like it. I just decided to just enjoy the book, and it was like fun. And the only part that the part where Emmy said that she would say it's stupid, like the part where when they were in the mothership, I thought that was a little stupid because I was like, really, really, there's this ship that's been sitting there for how long, and it's still operational and it has all this information. Like, really, right? It was a little bit unbelievable, but then on the other side, I thought, you know what? It's a freaking book. Who cares, right? She can write whatever she wants to write, right? And actually, I enjoyed that because then it allowed her to communicate with them. Because throughout the whole book, I was like, how are they going to communicate, right? He doesn't speak her language. She
Yeah.
doesn't speak his language. But she wrote that really well, like on that end, she wrote the whole book really well. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a fun read, definitely. And I kind of like downloaded some like that one of the honeymoon ones because I was curious, because like
Mm.
Liz and that other guy, right, whatever his name is. I was sort of curious about that, a little bit curious. So
Surprisingly, the
Right.
honeymoon ones
I
are
don't know
very
if I can read
emotional
20
as
books, but
well. Oh, you can. Just
I don't know if I can.
I think you
It's
can,
a
Lisa.
lot of books, man.
No, it's one of those. I think for me, it's probably one of those that
Yeah,
in between books, like they're
yeah,
like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
you
yeah.
take a
But I
break, then
think
you go back to it.
I would read about the first six main ones that they talked about because I don't
mm,
really
Right.
actually I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
care about those pod girls. I kind of
Yeah, the
more
pod
care
girls don't
about the
really.
first
Yeah.
six girls, like the ones that were,
Right. I know,
where
but,
that
that funny you say that, Lisa, because you kind of got to know them even
yeah.
a little, right?
yeah,
Because
I
of the
yeah,
heard there's
yeah,
the one
yeah,
interaction.
with
because
Yeah,
she was
Stacy.
yeah.
That
yeah.
one is supposed to be hot too. So she's one of the
Oh,
pod
she one of the
girls.
pod
Yeah,
girls. Okay.
Stacy and
I'll
Harlow.
just comment this,
My chicas.
but I'll just notice the second book. I like that it's so different.
Yeah,
Like the relationship. Sometimes it gets repetitive because if
Right.
they're not
but
Yeah.
Liz was
in,
annoying
Yeah.
though.
there's like the
I really just liked it because of
Yeah, she was.
Rahash, like the guy on the book on book two.
Oh,
I didn't like Liz at all.
I find her
really?
very harsh. No, I don't like her.
really.
I didn't like
No,
her in
but
the
in
I like
book.
book two, I
her.
No,
thought she was.
that was one thing I wanted to say. I did not like her. No, I did
But
not like
Liz
her.
is the one who grew
Yeah,
up in
she
the
was
country,
funny.
right? I
I thought
thought
she
she
was
was
funny in the
actually,
first book,
yeah, right?
but
She's
on the
funny in the
second
first
book,
book,
I didn't like
right?
her too
Yeah.
much. But oh my god,
No, I found her
Rahash,
annoying at the end.
Rahash is so
Raha.
I found her
good.
annoying
Elaine, you
at the
read it,
end.
right?
Who? Liz.
Elaine, you read
Yeah,
the
I
second,
have.
yeah. When he
Yes.
did that
But I think
cliff
because she's kind
thing,
of a
oh
bit
my
rednecky.
gosh,
What? Oh, I
oh
know.
my
I
Oh,
know.
do not
But
gosh.
tell me.
she.
I haven't read
Oh
it
yeah,
yet.
fine, fine.
I
I
haven't
was
read
like,
it.
oh my gosh.
I like that she actually adds like emotional aspect though. It's not just like sex, sex, sex.
Right.
Like which is it is. It is just alien sex. But there's some like you can see the
Yeah.
connection, like the emotion. Like there's actually like some emotional moments,
But you
which
can
I
tell
like
too
about
with
that.
Ruby Dixon that she didn't, it's not like it's a comedy, but she didn't take it too seriously. Like she just wanted to write romance
Yes.
with steamy scenes, and that's what she did, you know? So
Hmm.
she
Yeah.
didn't put any of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
So I
social
think that's why.
commentary or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like it was just a fun
No.
book.
No.
No.
But,
Yeah.
and I think, well, and thanks for that, Lisa. So I guess, okay. Oh, sorry. I just want to make sure, Lisa, that's it, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I just wanted to say, like, after the first chapter, I was just like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is just a campy kind of fun, kind of erotica, alien sex. So then I just took it like that, and I was like, and then I enjoyed it a lot better.
Yes.
Oh,
So it was
good.
really the first chapter
Awesome.
that I was sort of like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know, this is
Yeah.
going to be interesting, right? But after that, even though she had done a trigger warning, but after that, I was just like, no, I'm just going to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
it was like, it was well written. I have to say, yes, it was well written. Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. Like, I mean, the three of you have talked about it already. How you walk into this kind of romance, like really with certain expectations, right? It's just really taking it at face value and like introducing you to this world. And interestingly enough, I agree because like I'm not a big fan of like disclaimer or like trigger warnings. I figured I'll walk into it when I walk into it, but for some reason, it definitely helped with this one because like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right. Because like that first scene, because like you said, Emmy, it was hard, but then with her trigger warnings, like okay, this is what she was talking about. But at the end of the day, I don't really know how much value it added. Why she felt the need to add it. I don't know because at the end of the day, I guess spoiler, that woman
Yeah,
died anyway. So it's
that's
like,
right.
Oh.
I know. Yeah. That was sad. You know, it's sad, right?
But I
and,
think it's to
it's
show
so
that
funny.
like sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Elaine.
I was gonna say I think it's to show that really like there are bad aliens and in comparison
Oh,
there are good like
I guess so.
there are
Right, that's
bad
true.
aliens and
Yeah.
there are good aliens.
Yes.
It's not like
True, true. Actually, true enough. Because, like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because I did read another alien romance where you can tell you can clearly tell who the bad aliens are and who the good ones are, right? Um, but I wasn't sad, Lisa, when that woman died. I'm like, good
I
riddance.
thought it was kind of
Sorry.
sad. It's kind of sad.
yeah.
Well, I
But
guess
you know,
so, right?
it's expected, but it was sad. It was sort of like, oh, that's too bad.
But
Yeah.
she
But
Well,
needed
yeah,
to
I guess
die
so.
though
Yeah.
because if she didn't die then they'll have to touch on that like if she like
Yeah.
you know what I mean it's gonna be like a serious
That's
it'll be too
true.
yeah,
That,
yeah,
serious
yeah,
it'll be
that's
too
true.
yes.
Yeah,
Then
serious.
yeah, that's
that'll be
true.
And
too
Yeah,
Vector wouldn't
tragic.
have
Right.
known that there
yeah,
were
Exactly.
then
other
he,
Yeah.
girls, right? If he didn't see the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
right.
then
Oh,
he wouldn't have
right.
then he wouldn't have
Yeah.
understood why she
Imagine.
needed to
Yeah.
go to the mountain,
Yeah.
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Right.
forgot. See, I forgot about that. That's okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
Dominique. I guess.
In a
Dominique,
way,
you
in a way,
saved
she
the other
saved
girls.
them in her own way,
I know.
right? It's very like her death was not in vain.
There. No, that's right. It didn't go. It
Very
didn't go
true.
down.
Very
Right.
true.
and 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 you're right. I mean, obviously, with this alien romance, like all these aliens have to have some kind of like human like qualities to them, right? Because otherwise, they're all gonna look like that alien from the Alien movie, and no one likes to read an alien romance like
The tentacle, like the octopus, like the tentacle things. It's like,
exactly. Then
Oh
it
my
will
god,
become like
that's weird.
yeah,
then it will be like hentai or like manga or like whatever.
yeah. I will find it hot if there are tentacles. Like,
Well, it depends on where the tentacle is.
Go. It depends on what the tentacles do.
there's only the limit is the tail for me. I'm like, and the tail is very involved as it is. It's
Oh my god, was it so wrong of me to think? I'm like, does the tail have other functions?
oh,
In the second book, yeah, in the second book.
there's
Oh my god, don't tell me! Don't tell me!
No
Okay.
spoilers.
I know! Oh my
I
god!
mean, no, but really, like this, like this whole species are like meant for
Yes.
females,
Yeah.
like human
Yes.
females. So they're like,
Yeah,
they're,
of course, but of course, Elaine. Why wouldn't they be? That's why this earthly women are getting abducted for what other reason, right? Because
I like,
they're
It's for them to mate.
because
but
their
I
own
like
species are not enough.
the description is the women are always like, I'm average weight and average height. The guy's like, he's ripped with
7 feet
muscles.
tall.
It's like,
Well, funny enough, there was another alien romance that I read, and she's curvy, but she's like,
uh,
oh, but here he loves my curves. I'm perfect in his eyes.
of course. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to a planet and they hate curvy women. First of all. It's like, what's the point? I can just stay in Earth.
I don't, I can get that from my other human male counterpart.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Um, and funny, I did like I thought I actually am with Emmy. I thought it was natural. When you're world building, because sometimes people either get carried away in like not just alien romance but other sci-fi romance. Sometimes some authors get carried away with the world building and they don't know how to introduce it, so it becomes info dump, right? So I thought it was kind of cheeky or kind of
Yeah, it's
almost
very
kind of
original
smart,
in its own
like
way.
you said, Emmy, right? Yeah, because like like she's a Star Trek fan already, right? And Star
Yeah,
Wars,
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So
Star
oh,
Wars, yeah.
Star Wars. I thought that was also funny when the first time she took a peek out of the spaceship. She said, "Just my luck. As soon as I stick my head out, I will get beheaded."
She's so funny, that character. I like Georgie. She's really funny.
Funny.
Right?
Georgie.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
And I agree.
I
I
do.
think she was consistent throughout. Like you know
Hmm.
how like you can't even get annoyed at her. I mean, like her thoughts are so natural, right? Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it made sense. So
She was
Yeah.
not an annoying character. She wasn't
And there was no
annoying at
playing
all.
hard
No,
to
she
get
was.
or
no, not at
anything.
all.
She's like, okay, I'm attracted to
No.
him.
No.
Then,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't pushed. It didn't feel like it didn't feel
Hmm.
forced either, right? It's like,
No,
like,
no.
right?
I just happened to
Um,
fall in love with an alien.
right. But I think that's what it is. Like with this kind of romance, any
Yeah.
paranormal or sci-fi, like I
Mhm.
think is the only thing that made sense. Where the I agree with Lainey because like he was acting on instinct because that's how they are in their he is in his planet, right? Like how even that like how being so open about their acts in front of the public, like, oh, why is she so concerned? Is she shy? I'm like, we do it to each other all the time. Like, oh boy, you risk him much. I don't know. It's like,
I know. I know. Yeah, and the
but
fact there are
yeah,
only
but
four
everything made
females,
sense.
right?
That's true, and it made sense. Like I said, like to be all this alpha male, to act all alpha and be insta lust, insta attraction, because that's what mating is about, right?
Hmm.
So
And they're
yeah,
kind of supposed to be primitive, right? Like, I mean, they're even for aliens, they're primitive because they got
Yeah.
stranded there.
With no
yeah,
technology
yeah,
or anything.
So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny. I do give her credit for like all the made up words, like like trying to create an own language. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I did I did read one alien romance before this, and I think she tried to do the same thing. And like with her creating a new language, but it ended up being annoying because okay, in that book, um, the the F word, the curse for the F word, they just changed. It's still it. Okay, it's gonna give away if I say that this is if you've read the book, or for those who've read the book. So the F word ended up being
What book is this
fleck,
anyway? Which
right?
what's the
So
title?
I don't even
She's
remember,
trying
Oh,
but
not
it's
to say it.
no, but it's no, it is a book by um it's actually by Megan Erickson. And Megan Erickson, okay, oh my God, side gossip. Megan Erickson at some point got really involved in this like drama in Twitter and romance because she got associated with this one other author who
Oh,
ended
I
up
know who
being
you're
a
talking about.
fraud,
Yes, I know who you're
right?
talking about. Yes.
And you know what's kind of sad? I used to be such a big fan of that author too. Then he turned it up being like, I don't know. I guess turned out he was a
Not
fraud. But
real, right?
anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
Megan
yeah, yeah.
Erickson, but she wrote it under a different pen name. So she started writing alien romance, and I like that book too. But it kind of took me out of it because, like I said, the words that she created, like how the word for the F word is fleck. So every time I was reading the I was reading it in the book like fleck you. I was like, I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, whatever, fleck you too.
she should
Like,
have a shirt that says that. Thank you. As a merch. Have it as a merch, darling.
oh my god. Sorry, Megan. I said I did enjoy the book, but I think she was trying to attempt to show that some of the words in their language have some similarities. Oh, I don't know, like, but anyways, but at least Ruby Dixon didn't do that. Like the
Mm-hmm.
world that she created, the language, like totally different, and good on her because that takes a lot of work to come up with like words, right? And like how they get and how and like that scene where they ended up being able to understand each other too. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so if you can't tell yet, I also did enjoy this book very much. I mean, not surprised. I'm the one who picked it, right? I suggested it, right? Although, mind you, I did pick the other one that I
Dead
picked, and I didn't
romantics.
like it. So,
Oh, good.
yeah,
Yes. Which wasn't
Which one?
romantic.
no, which wasn't
Oh,
romantic, and
I
probably should
thought
have
you're
stayed
talking
dead.
about.
Sorry.
I thought you're talking about the monster romance that you were the other option.
Oh, well, no,
The
I
other
heard that one is
option.
good too, but I think that one
Mm.
is darker though. I think
Oh,
that one is
okay.
Mm.
darker and really have more like darker tones.
Is
So
that Alien too? The other one? No,
so
that wasn't
yeah.
Alien, right? Monster.
No,
Okay.
it's
It's
monster.
monster.
It's monster romance.
Monster. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm kind of curious how she did it because like it's an Earth or something. It's like the whole premise is like I think there are
Mm.
these monsters who roam
Mm.
our planet right now. So
Hmm.
yes, so be careful.
Okay.
So yes. Anyway, so did we cover? Oh, are we in the ratings already? I guess so,
No, no,
right?
Oh,
no.
are we?
Like,
Oh, wait. No,
yeah,
the
usually the characters, right?
characters.
We
Who
discuss.
you?
Oh, we're the character. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, Lainey, I think we cannot. I don't think we can top Lainey's pick for Bechtel.
Gargoyle.
I have to
But
Google that cartoon.
Goliath. Okay, look at. Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
Oh yeah,
Gargoyle.
see, because like I thought, yeah, I agree with Lainey. Bechtel, I think will be perfect. Or now that we just started talking about it, like with the alien, if you made the in the movie Avatar, if you made
Muscular,
them
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you make them
beefy,
muscular.
and yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay,
So
hold
kind
on.
of
Let
like the
me.
Viking characters, and
But I saw on
the
Google
Avatar. So I
someone
guess that would be
someone
them.
Photoshop Joe Manganiello into
So
a blue
this
one. I
is.
was like, oh,
Can you see
yeah, into a
it?
blue character. Yeah.
No,
So
what?
this is
Oh
the
yeah, yeah. Can you
No,
see it,
can you
Abby?
bring it a bit closer to your camera,
Oh,
please? Oh my
oh, because
gosh.
it's a bit of a.
Oh, so
Oh,
he's
the
yeah, he is like
clay.
almost
Oh,
like
okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
just take away the wings.
the
like
wings. Yeah, it's pretty much very similar.
I want to see that now. The
Yeah.
Joe Manganiello one,
Oh,
or is it
What did oh
Manganiello?
my
How do
god,
you
I
say
googled
it?
that too.
who
It is
knows?
Manganello, I think, yeah.
I have to say, since they got divorced, he's
What?
not as hot anymore. Is that bad?
They're divorced? What?
What? Where have you been, Elle? Been divorced? Like,
I
where have
didn't
A
you
know
long
been?
time
that.
ago. A long
Like,
time
Really?
ago,
well, a
girl.
few months for
No,
sure.
it's been longer. Yeah.
Has it?
Oh, really?
What? Oh my God,
A year,
Elle.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right. Pretty close
wow.
to a year.
See, that's why I don't try not to pay attention because in my head I want to stay in that bubble when they're still together. Like,
I know. I know. That's when they were cute together.
they were. And like I thought they had such a yeah, they look good together, right? Yeah, they look good together and I thought they were good for each other. But yeah, I talk as if they I know them. Yeah, they were
I
good
know,
for each
I'm
like
other.
trying to find
Joe,
the
Joe
image
and
now. I
Sophia.
can't.
There was like,
Oh my god, I'm like you. I'm doing all the fan art.
Oh,
Look at this one. It's the whole gang.
oh,
Oh.
ooh. I will
OMG.
show it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
People,
Oh, that's a
people
good
have
one.
a lot of time in their hand. Well, I wish I could draw because I probably would do something. It's like,
I know I
Emmy,
can
like
do
she
it,
has
but
her
I'd be so
graphic, her
embarrassed. I'd
digital
be so
art.
embarrassed to do it.
what?
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
Can you
Oh,
Ooh,
see
I
it?
can't
it's
No,
really
it's
see.
not a.
yeah, I can't see.
No,
Yeah.
it's
No.
hard.
It's a little bit blurry, yeah.
You can try, Emmy. Don't be shy. Go for
For my
it.
Yeah, don't be
anatomy
shy. Do
studies,
it.
I'll
Do
just
it.
add the horn and the tail. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, just the horns. Yeah, and the
Oh,
tail. Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Well,
who
and the
needs Joe
spur.
I know
Manganiello? We
that's
can
true.
just draw
That's
our
true.
own.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god. What
So
about
funny.
what about Georgie, right? I mean, Lisa, funny
Yes,
you say that.
Georgie.
You're right. I mean, I don't think there was much description of Georgie, like
No, there
other than
wasn't.
what's
I
kind of
couldn't
like
really
throw
picture
out.
her.
Because she has curly hair, she has like brown hair, but
I didn't even
funny
know
enough.
that. I didn't even know that. I just thought that she was.
Oh
Really?
no! Because remember, there was this one scene where where he was running his fingers through her hair to kind of comb it. Because I think the first time that when he finally brought her to their
The
den or
cave? The
the
den?
cave, right? Because I guess because remember she was even saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe I remember this," when she was saying how like it occurred to her how ratty she must look, right? Because Vectel never made her feel anything
Yeah,
than
yeah.
attractive, right? But
Mm-hmm.
so I
Okay,
was
I
like,
did
Because
oh,
she was
exactly.
comparing herself to the other lady that had a relationship with
The
him,
healer.
right?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
she's like a warrior, right? But
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
and she's like
Oh,
scrawny. Yeah.
I just had a thought.
Mm.
Hellboy, but made it blue. Because remember, Hellboy has a
Yeah, yeah.
horn, but
Oh
like
my gosh,
Oh
it's
that's
kind
so
yeah.
of cut
true.
Yeah,
off.
That's so
So
yeah, yeah.
true. Hell yeah.
Hellboy is more
Oh,
Rahush.
Rahash.
What's it?
Rahash.
Rahush?
I say, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rahush.
oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
really?
has
has
a
a broken
broken. He has a
Oh.
horn.
broken.
Oh, right. And one
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
he
all
does. Yeah.
mangled,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah, 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 yeah.
I
Okay.
love him so much.
Rahush.
I love him. But
Rahush.
only on
It
my
appears
own.
Emmy loves him.
It did occur to me, okay. Oh my god. You know the first time that Vector met her, I was like, oh, she hasn't taken a shower in like 2 weeks.
I know.
Yeah, that was the other
Oh
thing I couldn't get over,
I was
right?
like,
Like all
no, I
the
know.
I was sort of disgusted by all the, the feces talking
I
and
know, I
the I
know.
was just like,
And
ew,
then
it's
he
so
like,
gross.
and then he gets intimate. I'm like, ooh. It's like,
Oh my God! Must you bring that up, lady? Now I'll have that thing in my head. That's like,
But he's
no,
an alien,
but it's
Elaine, so it doesn't matter.
and it's
but I'm like,
about her
oh,
essence. He was
her
smelling her
nectar.
essence.
It's like,
No, but she did.
it's a smelly essence. It's like that was I was like, oh, I'm like, she hasn't shaken a shower in like 2 weeks. It's like, ew. I know because they kept saying well, I wouldn't even think about it, but they kept saying how stinky they are. They kept saying they're so stinky.
Yeah, she
I was
was
like,
very
Right.
descriptive about that. That's why I was like turned off. I was like, okay, I don't need to know how stinky these people are.
Oh my
well,
God.
she took a
Yeah,
bath
it's their
right after.
natural
It's fine.
musky scent, you know.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
I hate
Ooh,
the word musk
musky.
for some
It's like
reason. I'm
moist.
like, I know, moist and musk. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Even
well, what were we talking about, oh yeah, like with Georgie's description. Somehow I'm okay. Sometimes, you know how sometimes when they describe the heroine
Yeah,
too much,
yeah.
we're like, people
Yeah.
don't talk like that. People don't talk
It
about
almost takes you out
themselves.
of the
That like,
story
No.
oh
sometimes,
my
right? Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
Yeah,
know.
know,
yeah.
right? Yeah. But having
That's what
said
they're
that,
always. Sorry, no, that's what they're like. I'm average weight.
Yeah.
I'm average height.
But even
I'm
like
like,
the way that
I'm
the
like,
other girls were described, they're just really average girls who are 22 years old. And like, you don't see the description of they're drop dead
that's right.
gorgeous or whatever. They're just all really average
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Although like there's no
yeah,
Asians, I'm like,
yeah.
the aliens just abducted
I'm just saying
all
how they
white
look.
people.
White
The
women,
white
yeah.
people.
Oh,
No,
there
there is a
is?
See,
black girl. There's
oh,
well,
Tiffany.
I've
Oh,
seen
Oh,
in the
okay,
pictures
okay.
after.
Yay.
There's a
and
black
I think the
girl,
only description was near the end because she's a
Okay.
dark skin, right? Or
dark
darker.
skin,
That's good.
Yeah.
Mm.
and
Yeah, but apparently they only like white and like black women. Like like Asians are not attractive to to the
No, the green
aliens.
aliens were just like, oh, it's just too far. Forget it.
Come on, Ruby, like represent us.
I know Ruby. But we're like even in North America. She didn't even have to go far. It's like,
Like we're even in Canada. Like see, Georgie thought they were in Canada.
That
Yeah.
was
no,
funny. That actually was funny when she
I
said
know.
that. She's like,
I'm
maybe
like,
we're in
like.
Canada. I'm like, really?
I know. I almost
There's
want to
a
get
lot of funny
offended, but
moments.
I mean, it's almost offensive in a way if you took it seriously because, like, really, that's all Canada is to use snow. It's like,
But if you talk to
I
people
know.
not from
That's true.
Canada, they all say that
That's
it's
so
cold.
true.
It's cold there. It's like it's cold. Where
Do
is
you
snow
live in
so much?
igloos?
oh
I
my,
know. So it's not just
I know.
Georgie. Oh my god.
Ah, but anyway, did we have all after all that? Did we have a
Oh my god.
Georgie in mind?
Mm.
Well, if they say
Uh,
curly hair, I think of
Oh my
Carrie
god.
Russell. She was like curly hair. How many curly haired actresses are there?
that's true,
I
and
like
dark
Carrie
hair. That's
Russell.
right. Yeah.
Like
Yes.
the Felicity era Carrie
Hmm.
Russell.
I just
Yes.
Mm.
pictured the girl in the cover for some
Oh my God.
reason, which she didn't even have curly hair, but the girl in the cover, yeah. Yeah,
No,
she's
just
No, she didn't. But it was funny. Funny you say that, Em, because I was looking at the cover. I'm like, is she an alien too? Why are her hands like that, right? But I think
oh,
her
right,
hands are just
right.
really veiny.
oh me.
Sorry to the
Venus.
model. I thought I thought like, was she supposed to be alien too? Why are her hands
Elle
like that? I'm
thought
like,
you
oh
were an
wait,
alien
Let me look
I
at that
know.
cover again.
Sorry.
because your
'Cause
veiny
I-
hands.
Oh, I already returned my book. I just returned it.
Oh,
oh, did you? you can
Yeah, on
you
like
can
Kindle Unlimited. I just
you
returned
can
it.
you can borrow it again.
I don't. I don't want to.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on to the go on to the next book if I want to.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Anyways,
So who did you guys
okay.
imagine? But
Okay.
yeah, it's like.
No.
But I think for this book, like Vectel is more important, anyways. Like the aliens are more important than the females at this point.
I think so. It's one of those like romance that is very hero centric, right, or very male character centric.
Well, I
Because
like how they're written though. So
that's
I
what
don't
we're
usually
there
it's
for,
like, oh,
right?
how come it's always the hero? But the way she wrote this characters, this alpha
Right,
characters, are
right,
really
right.
like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah,
it just kind of like melts your heart.
yeah. And and for
Yeah,
such a short book, like you said, you get to know the characters. The plot made sense, right? And
Yeah.
it's not
yeah,
like the world building was there, so
yeah.
you got a full
And
story.
it's
Actually,
believable, like,
surprisingly,
for
right?
an
Well,
alien romance. Like, I mean,
surprisingly,
obviously with the premise
yeah,
already, like you kind of suspend your disbelief, right? But it makes sense, right? Like, yeah.
yeah. He does. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I guess we have no Georgie. Sorry, guys. So now we're moving on to the rating. I think that's
Hmm.
what we
Yeah.
usually do, right?
All
All right,
right. Okay,
Emmy,
because I
over to
really
you.
like this book. So I'm going to give it 4.5. Yeah, on Goodreads I'll probably do it as a 4, but I really liked it. So
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Emmy. Lady,
You know what I'm giving it?
our most generous rater.
Hi.
5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. You know what? Okay, it's not gonna win any. prices out there, but it's top
Yes.
notch alien erotica. Like
Yes.
you get
Mm.
what you want. It's very engaging. It was a fast read, which is perfect
Yeah.
because this
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to drag these stories on because really at the end of the day it's fluffy. But I mean it engaged me enough that I want to read like as much as I can. I wouldn't say I'll read the whole series, but I read the second one
Yeah.
fast. I read the honeymoon. So I read four books at this point,
Oh
including the
You read
wow.
four
honeymoons.
already? Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Did you read them
Including the
back to back?
honeymoons,
You
though.
read them
So those
back
are
to back?
half books.
Oh my gosh.
I have. Literally, I finished a book on like one day. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, I want to continue it. Then I read The Honeymoon. But like, oh, but I want more. Then I read the
Next thing you
second
know, you
book.
just read the whole
Then
25 books.
Oh my god.
so I'll see how much I can read. But 5 stars from me.
Woohoo! Thanks, lady. Lisa, what about you?
I I will give it a 3.5, but it'll be a 4 on Goodreads.
Ooh, all right.
3.5.
That's
Yes,
all very
yes.
good. Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. And I'm also like Emmy. I give it 4.5. Yes. Yeah. And I think which will be a 4 in Goodreads, but haven't quite decided yet.
All right.
Like, so see how I feel when I post it, but 4.5 for sure. So, well, there you have it, folks. Another episode of Crazy Bookish Asian. So that was our review of Ice Planet Barbarian by Ruby Dixon. And next week will be Lainey's turn. Over to you, Lainey.
Okay, guys. So this is a bit of a palate cleanser for me because I've been reading too much smut books lately. And this one has got good reviews, and I've been meaning to read it, and I have not. So I thought it'll be fun if we all read it together so we can discuss it. And I don't think it's romance at all. So I picked The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Because yeah, I got good reviews and I think it's gonna be made to a movie, so I'm very curious. It's a bit I think it's
Yes. Yeah.
just a fiction, right? Like it's just like a
It is. It is, right? Yeah.
so I know, which is an unusual read for me because I like my romance and stuff. But
I know.
again,
Look at Abby, what are you doing to lady?
I
You're like
know what are you
turning
doing?
her to the other side.
I need a bit of a palate cleanser because I feel like
Excuse me. What do you mean
excuse,
palette cleanser?
But
no,
the Ice Planet Barbarian series, it's a good palate cleanser for me because I read a lot of serious books. So, once you read too much of that, after a while you're like, I need something fluffy. Ruby Dixon's just like perfect for that. Yeah.
And and
so
and uh, for those who don't know, she is right because Emmy is the type who will read Iliad. So this
yeah,
is definitely her palette cleanser,
I know. So
right,
really, this
Emmy?
is targeted more for Emmy right here. But I've been like, you know what? It's been on my
No, but I think
TBR
she's good. I
list.
heard, yeah, yeah.
It's been my TBR and it's gone. I mean, I was checking the ratings. It's literally got like 2
Yeah.
million ratings and it's like
Have you guys seen
almost
the
five
Daisy
Holy
Jones
stars.
one on
smokes, that
Amazon
much, right?
Prime?
Yeah.
No, I know.
Okay.
I was gonna. No, I didn't
No,
read
I
the
want
book
to read the
either.
book first. I want to read the book first. Is that the one that kind of got on Reese Witherspoon's radar? That's how it was made into
Oh, I
a movie, or
No,
is it the
this.
Seven Husbands? One of her books got on Reese Witherspoon's like book club.
no, I think it's the Carrie
Not sure
Soto
which one of
one.
those. If it's
The
the Daisy
Carrie
Jones or that
Soto.
one. No, she one
No,
of
no,
the
yeah, that's the
Taylor
title of the
Jenkins
book.
one. Like I think
Carrie
it's
Soto
either the
is back.
Seven
That's the title of the
Husband.
book. Yeah, the tennis one
Oh,
about the
Carrie
tennis
Soto.
player. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Oh.
Oh,
I think.
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the one? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
oh, okay. And I'm
Okay.
curious because okay, so yeah, I heard this one's got everybody was been talking about it. Like, was it Loisa, your friend? I mean, Irene was mentioning this
Yeah,
in
she
fiction. So
she loves that author. I think I'm pretty
yeah,
sure she's read. I'm not sure if she was sold on the movie. On
The
is it on
Seven
Amazon?
Husbands.
Emmy, you said
Oh no, no,
no.
yeah, Amazon Prime.
The
Yeah,
Daisy Jones.
with Sam
Yeah,
from
yeah. I
Hunger
don't know if she was sold on
Games.
it.
yeah, I know. I heard it's good. I heard
Oh,
it's really good.
really?
Not yet, no, because I
Did you
want to
watch
read the
it?
book first too. So,
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I want to read
Lisa,
the
have
book
you
first
have you
too.
seen it?
So
No.
Mm-mm. No.
All right. I think is
well,
that it?
How about that? I think, look at us at almost 55 minutes. We always say that we have nothing to say, but almost at the hour mark, we're like, oh dear, we're at 55 minutes. So, well, if you're still here, thank you very much for sticking around.
Thank
We're off to
you.
Thank
resonate
you, thank
now.
you. So this
Resonate.
concludes. Yeah. Oh wait, it's more
Oh,
purring. Purr.
No, I like Georgie's reaction.
oh,
Hers
that's
is like
right.
thunder. Like,
It's like, what's that?
I know, you go, girl. Like,
I'm gonna
no
start using
purring
that
at your end,
resonate
like
though.
just like
Resonate.
thunder.
I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm resonating
Yes. Well,
tonight.
thank you.
See,
Who's resonating?
it looks like Emmy doesn't need
No,
alcohol after all. Just the blue,
that's right.
even the blue drink will do it. Resonate with
I don't
her.
need.
She's off to resonate.
Yes, come resonate with us.
I know. I think we are using it the wrong way. I think.
I know.
Maybe a little.
Like, we don't do group resonating here.
No, we don't.
It's only one-on-one resonating.
Yes, and we already resonated.
I know.
Oh,
Don't touch my cooey.
oh
Oh my god! It's like, excuse me, who told you to? You can touch my kui?
I really don't think we'll be laughing this much next week when they talk about
No,
no, we'll find
Evelyn
something. We'll find.
Hughes.
Don't worry, Elaine.
I'm sure we will.
I know. I mean, I was even shocked when I picked this. I'm like, wow, am I picking a legitimate?
It's okay. You guys still have me.
I
Lucky
know.
And
for you
Lisa
guys.
too,
You guys still
Lisa.
have
Thank
me.
you.
Lisa the MM. We'll do that.
Hmm.
Yes.
Lisa picks good
Yeah.
books. Lisa,
Well,
There
no,
you
my
go.
my next pick is not going to
Oh,
be. I
okay.
don't think it's
That's
going to
okay
be
too.
MM,
That's okay too.
pick what you mind.
but I'm going
No,
to see. We'll see. I might change my mind. We'll see.
Lisa's
Yes.
been
I
winning
have a
too
couple
many
of
Oh,
books in
books.
mind. I have a couple of books in mind.
yeah, me too. Me too. Like,
So
spoiler.
we'll see.
Oh.
Historical romance.
Oh
Get
God.
ready for
Oh.
Okay,
historical
I haven't
romance.
And then with me,
started.
okay, I will just say the book I will
Okay.
pick. You guys will
Okay.
probably have to start right away. So that's all I'm gonna. 'Cause knowing you, no, Loisa, knowing
Oh
your style
God.
now of reading literary fiction, you read them in increments. So I will have to. I'm giving you guys a warning
Yes.
anyway. But
Okay.
Is this? I hope this is not a. I know. I'm thinking.
Is it a long book?
no,
Is it a big book? No.
I don't know. Bye.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, this
So it's not something that I can
No,
read on
no.
Friday and finish on Saturday. Is what
But
you're
let's
trying to say.
concentrate on
Clearly
Lainey's book.
not. Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for
All
the
right.
warning, me. And that's how we say goodbye in our circle, by the way.
Okay.
We're the
Later,
guy
gators.
who hangs up like what, five, like 30 minutes later after we say bye.
I know.
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's true. We're Asians. It
Have
takes
a
us
good
so long to say
resonance.
goodbye. Have a good resonance.
Bye.
Bye.